Yeah, it was so dope to see a crowd again, man. The second time in my like 30 plus battle year career where I had zero nerves the entire day. Usually you feel nervous, before performance, but there was something very comforting, even though it kind of sounds like the opposite of walking into a building with like 600, 700 people in it. It's something comforting. It's been 2.5 years since I've seen a crowd like that, so it was dope to be. A part of it. You're gonna post this on YouTube after? Yeah. I'll be posting this on YouTube after, in case anyone missed it. And I don't want to, I honestly don't want to really recap Civil War as a whole because I like the mystery of it. I know you guys heard things. I'm sure you guys seen a couple clips from each battle. But I actually like that, man. I don't know how you guys think about that, but I like the fact that you don't really know what's going on until the battles are released on Saturday, and it's because the battles are being released on Saturday, and honestly, really not. Unfortunately, we have to talk about something, uh, and I wanna start out by saying, just so you guys know off rip, okay, just so you guys know off rip, this is 100% my fault. Okay, 100% my fault. I feel like a sucker. Uh, I feel like an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm gullible, and I took people's word for things, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't have. So off rip, there are no excuses. I lost the battle. All is fair in war. I'll bring it back a little bit. I'll bring it back a little bit. So with the Ryder situation, right? It wasn't a sense of like me knowing, like I didn't know Ryder. I wasn't friends with Ryder. And even though everybody kind of has that story wrong because in a way it was fabricated, I never cared about, I don't care about material. Like me and Ashley know that we will always get, they'll always be around, right? They'll always be around. And it's like an automatic win for battle rappers, which they could see already. Shout out to Luke Castro though. Shout out to Luke Castro for not doing it. Still fucking beat me on in the polls, but we already know this coming into like every single battle. And there's no problem with that. Even though you guys probably think I'm emotional and I'm like, oh my God, I cry about it. Like, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I know it coming in. So it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. This is just a piece of information that you need to know coming into the T Top and Mike P battle. Um, homie DM'd me and literally confirmed after the contract was signed that I wasn't going personal. I've been cordial with T Top for about 6 years, right? I've been cordial with T Top for about 6 years. I've been in the URL 6 years, so I've known him for about 6 years. We're not like the best of friends. I don't talk to him all the time and shit, but I've fucked with T Top for a really long time. So when he had reached out to me after we had finally booked it for like the third time, I didn't really think anything of it because I figured that was probably going to be the case. Um, but he literally DM'd me and said verbatim, bro, please tell me we're not going personal. Now, what you may think is like, all right, whatever, it's just like a DM conversation. I'm an angle battle rapper. Okay, I'm an angle based battle rapper. I attack people's character. I go personal, even though some shit might seem petty. There's always something that I can twist. And that is the most powerful part of my like. If there's anything, if there's anything that I do right, that's my bread and butter. That's my bread and butter. It's angles. It's breaking people down. It's talking to people. It's this and that, right? I didn't have it. I literally couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. He had reached out to me, bro, please tell me we're not going personal. I said, no, man. I'm like, bro, I've known you for a while. Like, I would never talk about your family, never talk about your kids. Literally dogged my family, dogged my kids the entire third round. And I don't know if I said this before, but this is embarrassing. Like, this is embarrassing for me. I feel like a sucker. But yeah, man, he played me, dude. He played me. And in case, I don't think he gives a fuck. But in case you want to know, I know his excuse because it was. Here's the. You really want to laugh? Like you really want to laugh? Oh, Nova, facts. Yeah, no, I played myself. Yeah, I played myself. I already admitted I played myself. I'm an idiot. Absolute idiot. Do you want to know the fucking reason? He lost his phone. He lost his phone. I literally basically got a call from URL almost apologizing that I took this fucking battle. But he someone from the URL, I'm not gonna fucking, and yes, Nike based. Listen, I don't lose many times. Like I know you guys have, I'm sure you guys have lists of fucking L's that I've had over my career. You know, that's fine. If you ask me personally, like I've only lost maybe like five battles, 4 or 5 battles, like clearly, right? This is a clear loss. Once again, I feel like for the idiots, people are gonna say excuses. Like I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'm not gonna sound like a broken record. I lost the battle, 100%. It is 100% my fault. But lesson learned. Oh yeah, I mean for sure. There's so much lessons learned in a loss that it's really not a loss, right? You get a lot out of it. But yeah, someone at staff at URL had called me and literally was like, "Hey man, I just want to thank you for even doing this. You literally did not need to do it. You were kind of walking into some bullshit, yada yada yada." And I said, because I'm cool with the person I was talking to in URL, and I said, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like, dude, I mean, I had a great time. I took the first round, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I thought I would have, and I was like, dude, guys, if you're a fan of me, man, like, I had a really fire first round, and I had some good material, but I was just fucking generic. I was generic. I didn't have my biggest weapon. I whooped his ass in the first round. So as far as the hometown advantage shit, like there is none, man. There really isn't. When I say it's generic, like a lot of battle rappers, Julissa, are very generic, and that's not a bad thing. But for me, it is. Like me personally, you know what I'm saying? My biggest weapon is my ability to talk to somebody. My ability to talk to somebody, talk to their soul. Y'all see me do it time and time again. Do you watch the material, man? Dude, my second round is like, my second round's like 2 minutes long. It was my third round, but T-Top's second round was so good, I had to take my weakest round and put it as my second. But I'm talking once again. I'm sorry, I got off track. I'm talking to the guy at URL, and I said, I'm like, yeah, I mean, well, shit, man. I probably would have won the fucking battle, but T-Top fucked me over, man. And he was like, oh, I know. I said, yeah? Really? He's like, yeah, I know why too. He said he lost his phone, bro. T-Top messaged me before our battle, right? Confirmed I wasn't going to talk about his family or his girl, right? Then used the entire third round to talk about my family, talk about my girl. He talked about my baby. He had a DaBaby scheme and a fake angle about how after the Ultimate Madness tournament, I didn't want to have a child anymore and fuck it, like just everything, dude. The whole fucking round, right? They ask him why he's doing it, and he said it's because he lost his phone. He said, I lost my phone, so I gotta shit on Mike's family. Crazy. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. So know what you're walking into. Know what you're walking into when you see me and T-Top. T-Top's second round is incredible, despite the whole like painting me out as trying to paint me out as a racist thing. Obviously didn't appreciate that, but it was very witty. You know what I'm saying? It was very witty. He made it hilarious. He made it dope. And then Anderson, he got his 15 minutes, jumping into literally like the craziest round ever. It was literally like the fucking Gladiator. It was literally the Gladiator. The part in the Gladiator where Joaquin Phoenix stabs Russell Crowe in the ribs before they sword fight. You know what I'm saying? Before they fight to the death in the middle of the Coliseum, and he stabs him in the ribs. T-Top literally, purposely stripped me of everything that I like, my biggest attributes, stripped me and then used it. Talk about it. But I needed to, I needed to know, like, I needed y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed y'all to know. And it's not something I'm about to keep on talking about for a fucking hour. It was just something that I just needed to address. There's no way. There's literally no way I wasn't gonna let y'all know coming into it. For the people that care, you know what I'm saying. For the people that don't, then it's whatever. It's not for you. But just in case y'all know, snake shit, garbage shit. And lesson learned, man. Lesson fucking learned, bro. Lesson learned.